Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Dietz & Watson. They've supplied all the meats, cheeses, and some other goodies for today's episode. Let's see what kind of sandwich they'll make. And since tomorrow is Halloween, we've got these Halloween dice to roll today. Hopefully they roll us a treat. Let's get started with our roll for bread. 4 white bread. Bread as white as a bedsheet ghost, at least for now, before I toast. Using our toast cantrip on white bread seemed to work out well for us yesterday, so gonna keep that going. Starting off pretty good. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 8 buffalo chicken breast. This buffalo-style chicken breast is a nice way to spice up a sandwich. It's got a nice cayenne flavor and isn't dry like deli chicken can often be. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 5 steakhouse onion cheddar. This rich and creamy processed cheddar has caramelized onions inside of it, and it's delicious. This cheese tastes like French onion soup, but cheese. This will be a nice pairing with the chicken. The richness of the cheese will be cut a little bit by the spice. Next up, let's roll our roughage. 10 pickles and 11 none. I've said it before and I'll say it again, these sour garlic pickles from Dietz & Watson are my absolute favorite pickles. I'm not just saying that because they're sponsoring the show, they're delicious. They're very crisp, have an awesome snap to them, and the flavor is just a really nice sour pickle, garlicky. Man, I will never complain about having to put these on a sandwich. All right, let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 12 papitas. I was really wondering if we were gonna hit candy since it's the day before Halloween, but I will take the pumpkin tie-in instead with these pumpkin seeds. I'm okay with that. Still on theme, but not gonna ruin the sandwich. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 15 sweet red pepper mayo. All right, no complaints there. This creamy mayo incorporates roasted red pepper. I feel like it's a little more subtle of a flavor that might get lost between the buffalo and the sour garlic pickles, but not gonna ruin the sandwich. Get our sandwich closed up here, get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. That looks pretty good. Remember, kids, you always want to have your parents check your Halloween sandwiches for swords. Let's give this one a taste. Well, despite getting a little bit of the mayo on my shirt, it's a pretty good sandwich. I think my only complaint is that there is a little bit too much acid going on. Like I said, those pickles are my favorite, but pairing them with buffalo sauce makes them a bit intense, and there wasn't quite enough to balance that out in the end. Still, not a major issue. I will happily eat this one. And the crunch of those pumpkin seeds every once in a while, it's kind of nice. Apparently, whatever malicious spirits normally haunt me are taking the night off for Halloween. And I don't mind. I'm gonna give this one a 9.2, and I'm gonna call it the Good Witch. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again on Friday.